What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing part 6 on What If Deku was Toge. Thank you again for all the comments and the likes I've been getting on all the past videos on the series, and thank you again for the 50 subs. It really means a lot. I'm really excited to see this community grow so quick, and thank you for all the people that are new and for all the OG people that are on the channel for a while so far. Thank you all. Let me know some more video ideas for the 50 subs special. But yeah, so after further ado, cue the intro.
Hey yo, y'all can't stand right here. In his right hand was your man's worst nightmare. Loud enough to burst his right eardrum close range. The game is not only dangerous, but it's most strange. I sell rhymes like dimes. The one who mostly keep cash but brag about the broker time. Joker rhymes like the is you just happy to see me trick. Classical slapstick rappers need chapstick. A lot of them sound like they in a talent show, so I give them something to remember like the Alamo. Tally ho, a hot joker like Space Game. Came back from 5 years lane and stayed the same set. Electromagnetic field, it blocks all logic. Spock and G-Shock's a biological clock. When I hit it, slid into the shit, I thought I killed a goose. Her power use was pure brittle water filter juice. Keep a pen like a fiend, keep a pipe with him.
Alright, so where we left off last part was with the Xero versus villain training just ending with Momo Yaoyorozu telling what she thought their team did wrong during the fight. With All Might saying, for some people that just met each other, you guys were excellent. With him looking at Bakugo and Deku and saying, but you two got a little more carried away. But knowing that who you'll be training with, you should get that and handled soon. With them looking at each other and nodding. We skip when they are leaving the building. Well, you got lucky, Izuku, but next time you won't get so lucky. With him just nodding and laughing. Hey, there's nothing to laugh about. With Deku just laughing even more, with him clutching his sides. With the students looking at them. Yeah, they're definitely weird. But I wouldn't dare say it to their face, you know. They are kind of crazy. Like, look what they did to the building. There's a hole in it now. A hole! And not even talking about the damage you did outside. And they're on a totally different level. Shouldn't there just be a class with them two in it? With Todoroki just staying in the background, just looking at Bakugo and Deku, just having his eyebrow raised, saying, they're an odd group, but very strong indeed. With Todoroki saying that in his head. We then skip to when they get back into the class. Well, hopefully your training with All Might was good. And hopefully you guys have a good day. Well, because tomorrow's going to be kind of hard. What do you mean, Sensei? Don't worry about it. You'll find out tomorrow. With them just saying, okay, Sensei. As they then packed up their bags and left. With Deku and Bakugo being called over by Aizawa. With them saying, oh no, they're in trouble. With some of the students saying. With them leaving and with Aizawa saying, can you guys shut the door for me? With them saying, oh yeah, they're definitely in trouble. Rest in peace. With them having anime tears as they close the door and starting to run down the hallway saying, freedom! No more weird freaks in my sights. I'm actually strong now, all by myself. As long as those two are behind me, carrying me, calling them freaks, that would be the end of my life. With Aizawa saying, alright, let's start training. As we then flash to the next day, as they enter the class early again, with Aizawa saying, today, after we do what's planned today, we're going to be training for the same time again, as they just nod their heads. As the class comes in and saying, I wonder what happened to them yesterday. Oh god, they're still alive. With Kirishima saying, they must have survived their harsh punishment. with Deku and Bakugo just looking at them like punishment. What are they talking about? Man, they're weird. With them saying, I wonder what their punishment was. As we then see Aizawa saying, settle down, settle down. Again, don't make any loud noises or I will expel you guys. Just like I did to that bald head kid. As they say, oh yeah, let's be quiet. As they then all sit down and sit in perfect posture. That's more like it. With Aizawa saying in a yawn, today we're going to be doing something special. We're going to be doing some rescue training at the USJ facility. So, meet me outside so we can take the bus there. It should only be like a 15-minute drive. No goofing off in the bus or you will be expelled, says Aizawa, as the students in their minds have noted. We then flash to one day enter the USJ with Uraraka saying, oh, there's the Hero 13. She's amazing. She's my favorite hero. With 13 just looking and waving at them. Come along, kids, come along. Today, like your sensei Aizawa should have told you, we'll be doing some rescue training. Some situations where you might be having to face when you become pro heroes in the field. As we see this, Deku turns around. Something's weird, Deku writes as he taps Bakugo on the shoulder and shows him what he said. What do you mean something's weird? As Bakugo whispers to Deku. As Deku flips a page of his notebook and says, something just doesn't feel right. I don't know what it is though. And Bakugo saying, maybe you're just weird, or maybe you're just having some fatigue after yesterday's training with Aizawa Sensei. With him just shrugging his shoulders and saying, maybe. As we flash 10 minutes in, and the villains enter, we see Shigaraki say, villains, attack! As he starts laughing. Where's All Might? It's today that he will die. As the villains run rampant, as Aizawa saying, students, stay back. With him saying, Bakugo, Deku, today's the day you can try out your training. You're gonna stay with me. As Kirigiri says, oh no you don't. As he sends the students all in different areas, with Bakugo and Deku and Shoto Aizawa staying together. With him saying, with Bakugo saying, Aizawa Sensei, you get the right, and me and Deku will get the left, and I'll get the left, and Deku will get the middle. With Aizawa saying, okay, you guys should be well suited. With Deku unzipping his mask, running straight, as he jumps up and he kicks a few people in the face, as a person grabs him by the arms. Get away! As he screams, and they all fly back, including the people that are behind him. They just fly back into some walls. Some people don't move that far. They say, what is this freak's quirk? It's pretty strong, so just cover your eardrums, maybe, since it seems like it only effectively hear him. With Deku saying, dang, they figured it out in his head. With him just saying, well, I'll have to rely using my jujutsu. As he then front flips and crane kicks a villain right in the face. As he then says, ow! As he then flips to Bakugo. As he's saying, double explosion! As he explodes two villains straight into the face, knocking them back into a wall. As then saying, man, these two kids are some freaks. As Bakugo starts saying, well, time to see this training. As he then front flips and then punches one straight in the face. We flash back to Aizawa as he pulls down his goggles as he shows off his bloody red eyes as some of the quirks just disactivate as he's saying, what's going on? With them just looking out in confusion because suddenly the 1 second their quirks were working and then the next it wasn't. With Aizawa using his scarf to tie some of the villains together, with Shigaraki starting to scratch randomly. No, this can't be happening. What is going on? This wasn't what was planned. Where is All Might? As he screams and having a baby fit. As Kirigiri says, calm down. He will be coming sooner or later. As Tenya Ida says, well, this isn't, our students aren't as much for them villains. As he then looks to Deku and Bakugo completely being capable enough knocking out some of the villains, and Bakugo exploding them and Deku sending them flying with his quirk. With him saying, well, normal students couldn't be able to do this. As he says, I'll have to go get the teachers. As he then runs off to get the teachers like in normal. As we then flash to when All Might comes in and jumping through the glass ceiling of the USJ. As Kirigiri says, see, I told you he'll be coming. As Shigaraki says, Nomu, get him! As the Nomu launches off to All Might. As Izuku and Bakugo are now back-to-back breathing earthly as they're surrounded by civilians. Bakugo saying, AP shot! Yes, since he's been training much harder so he can get his mother back, he learned some more moves that he would have had later on. As Bakugo says, blast away! As some of them just blast. Well, as the title suggests, they blast away super far, some crashing through the concrete, and some just becoming indented in the concrete walls. As he says, All Might's in trouble, as All Might just had a serious haymaker hit straight into his injury, as he's throwing up blood rapidly. As Deku says, blast away! As some blood shoots from his mouth, but he's not concerned. As he runs up and says, blast away! Blast away! As the Nomu keeps on going farther and farther until it goes through the ceiling that All Might came out of minutes earlier. As Shigaraki scratching it, oh no, this wasn't as planned. As Eraserhead goes to Shigaraki as he looks at him with his quirk, as Shigaraki saying, oh, too bad, I already touched you, as he put his 5 fingers on Aizawa as he noticed that his decay quirk isn't working. What's going on? What did you do to me? As Shigaraki yells as he starts scratching rapidly, as Aizawa was trying to catch him with his scarf, with him saying, well, we'll catch you next time, as he creates one of his portals as he goes back into this later layer, with Shigaraki saying, things seem to not go as planned. And all of the major villains that were there also escapes. As Deku passes out with Bakugo saying, Deku! Somebody get in, somebody call the hospital! Call the hospital! He doesn't have his medicine! He doesn't have his medicine! As Bakugo's just yelling. As you then flash to when Deku's awaking in a hospital bed. As he's saying, ow! As his throat's killing him, but fortunately, he was rushed to his normal hospital where they carry a large supplement of his medicine just in case he ever came and he ran out. Lucky enough, the doctor that usually works on him and that originally gave him his medicine was there, because if it wasn't, his vocal cords could have been permanently damaged if the medicine didn't come in on time. As Deku wakes up as he sees Bakugo and Aizawa sitting next to him. As she then sees a version of All Might, but it didn't look a lot like All Might. he was kind of short. He had the same hairstyle in the hallway, pacing back and forth. There's him saying, I wonder who that is. Maybe it's just someone trying to check up on their family member. Who knows? As All Might was here checking up on Izuku, but he couldn't let him see him like this. Only his successor was supposed to know about this. And he didn't want many other people other than Mirio and Night Eye and Gran Torino being worried about his problems. He didn't want anyone else to get hurt because of his burden. With All Might walking away, as Bakugo says, hey Deku, you kinda overdid it using 4 blastaways in a row, with Deku scratching his head as he leans over to his side and there's his notepad in Bakugo's hand. I thought you would need this, so I picked it up for you after they dropped it, as they picked you up and loaded you on the stretcher for the ambulance. Thank you, says Deku, as he just nods and gives him an eye smile, something like Kakashi since they can't see his face. As Aizawa says, hey, Izuku, you're gonna have to learn how to control your quirk and not to go overboard. Looks like we're gonna have to amp up your training, not only with hand-to-hand combat, but the way that you use your quirk, not to permanently ruin your vocal cords, which could lead to you never being able to use your quirk again, or using it the same way, or it would just come out much weaker, or it would give you a limit on how many words you could say, even more than your current limit, as Deku just looks at him and nods. Well, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this What If. Again, thank you for 52 subscribers. It really means a lot. You guys really make my day more than you guys can ever comprehend. Yeah, give me some ideas for the 50 sub special. I can't wait to make some guys. Make a What If that you guys really enjoy of your own choice. But yeah. Again, thank you for all the people that's been supporting me. Thank you for liking my videos so much. My video blew up to over 100 views in one day, which never happened on this channel. So we're second rankers here. The Xero channel community will be on top. Well, hopefully you guys enjoy. It's Xero, and I'm out. Peace.